Okay, we're joined now by Cal State Fullerton coach Jeff Harada and student athletes Lily Wahinekapu and Carolyn Gill. Coach, if you would, please start us off with an opening statement, and then we'll take questions.
Yeah, first of all, congratulations to UC Irvine. I think they played a really good game. They're a tough opponent, very well-balanced team, tough at every position, and, they were the better team tonight, so congratulations to them. But I'm very, very proud of our young ladies. I think we competed. We got down early in that first half. This was too big of a hole to dig out of it. We stayed competitive. I think we got it down to single digits late in the second half. Gave ourselves a chance, but we never quit, right? And that's been kind of, our kind of identity. We're never going to quit. And I was just proud of them for staying positive, staying competitive. We're a young team, and we got a lot to learn from. And this experience was great, for our young team. And hopefully they've learned those lessons, and we'll be back stronger and better than ever, in the years to come.
Any questions on the floor?
Rob DeMello, KHON, Hawaii. Coach, first off, you just talked about having a young team. What do you hope the most valuable learning lesson through this tournament was as you guys move forward?
Yeah, I think it's just how to compete and win games, not just on this stage in the conference tournament, but, during the regular season. How do you position yourself in this tournament during the season, to get a good seed so you can play, at such a high level. Again, our conference is just, the parity is so even in our conference, right? But again, just the learning experience is how to stay competitive throughout the game and how to finish close games, because we had so many games that just came down to one possession. And we can take those lessons and, fix that going into next season. I think that'll be a huge difference for us down the stretch.
And Lily, as you look back at this year and what you're able to accomplish as a conference freshman of the year and this experience, helping Fullerton get into the second round. Just what do you take away from this season, and how special has it been for you?
I would just like to start off by thanking my teammates. I wouldn't have done it without them, and then my coaches. They really believed in me. They recruited me and just gave me a chance. So I'm really thankful for that. But it takes a village to raise me, and a lot of people helped me get to where I am now, and I couldn't have done it without them. So that's all I have to say.
Anything else here in the room?
Coach, going back to yesterday, Faith Mimna from Cal Poly announced her retirement. You were the last game of her career. Can you just talk about her 25 years?
Yeah, just, wow, just a legendary coach, especially in our conference, right? 25 years, a lot of accomplishments for her, and she's been kind of a mainstay. I mean, she was here, obviously, I've been here 5 years. She's been here 4 times that, that amount. So, but she's the consummate professional, just such a nice woman, great coach, gets the best out of her players. I mean, she has more energy than me on the sidelines. She's she can be a player out there. She's running and jumping and doing defensive slides down the whole sideline. So, going to miss her competitiveness. I think that's going to be a big thing. But just going to miss seeing her around. She was always just very cordial and, just all-around kind person. And I think she's, going to be sorely missed, not just by the conference, but by the school as well. So.
One more in the front.
Brian McInnes with Spectrum News Hawaii. Coach Harada, I was wondering if I could have your thought on the season that really put together for you. Freshman of the year, and what were your thoughts on her season?
Yeah, to be honest, we expected this, during the recruiting process. I think she can tell you, I told her, we're going to get freshman of the year. We're going to put you in that position. And she took the reins and ran with that, like she said, we've been coaching her all year. She stepped in really as, running up the position of point guard as a true freshman at the Division I level is very hard. And, she had to go through a lot of growing pains and a lot of learning. And her teammates were able to help her a lot through that. Coaches, we were always trying to help her as well, but always teaching her and letting her know what it really takes to be successful. But her work ethic alone, she's always in the gym working on her game. She wants to grow. She wants to learn. And I'm just very proud of and happy for her for the recognition that she got as freshman of the year, and to be on the honorable mention all conference team. You know, you look at that all conference team, and there's a lot of good players on that team. So for her to get mentioned in that breath is very humbling as well. But I can't say enough good things about her. You know, she set the bar high for herself after this freshman season, and you know, it's not going to get any easier for her. You know, in the future, teams are going to be targeting her and going after her, and she understands that. And now she's just got to put the work in to be ready to do bigger and better things. But just proud of her. You know, obviously representing the 808 where we're from, and you know, just looking for bigger and better things in the future.
Okay, we have a question on Zoom.
Hi, Coach Harada, Navshar Sondal from Daily Titan. After tonight's loss, what did you tell the team in the locker room?
Just I was proud of them, and you know, for competing and just for the season we've had. You know, we've been through so much adversity, up and down season, but you know, the lessons that we learn. Again, what can we take away from this game? You know, going forward. You know, what we learned from this season, just from this Big West tournament. We have so many young new players this is their first Big West Conference tournament. So, you know, going forward, how can we get better? What do we need to improve on going forward? And, you know, I think that was just the gist of the message right there.
And a follow-up on Zoom.
Yes, I have a quick question for Miah Wahinekapu. I want to make sure I get that right. With this being your first season at Cal State Fullerton, winning the Big West Freshman of the Year, what lessons have you learned from not only Coach Harada, but also your teammates that can help you move forward as a basketball player?
I learned how to be a better teammate. Gill is our leader. She's a really good leader in preseason. Like, we had to run a lot, and like, she would push me and she would hold me up when I was like dying on the court. Like, that's things that I'm not gonna forget, and like things that I want to do when younger girls come in. So I learned how to be a better leader, bring energy. Energy is important. I learned to control the pace of the game. Trying to find reads, be unselfish with the ball, get my teammates involved. I learned a lot of things. Yeah.
Anything else?
Brian McInnes with Spectrum News again. Carolyn, I was wondering your thought on what Lily just said about you maybe helping mentor her early on.
With such a young freshman class coming in, honestly, I knew I had to step up, but I was inspired by these girls all season. Just their want and that the talent they already had, and just how they can just really come out and just make me want to be better. I feel like overall, we really did want to push each other and want to have that family unit. So I'm just very humble that just some of the little things, whether sometimes I wondered if I was too intense at times, but I'm glad that it rubbed off on them the right way. And I really am hoping that they can just pass that down. But I'm just beyond proud of our class. This has been one of my favorite teams to play with since I've been here at Cal State Fullerton. So if I had to go out, I'm glad it's with this team.
All right. We really appreciate everyone's time. Thanks so much.